Hello there. I'm gonna be a bit new to the vinyl community thing. I think I'm ready to join with just how many records I own now. It's blown up in the past 16, 17 months that I've been collecting, so it's pretty insane. But I wanted to open up my set of vinyl videos that I'll be doing here, there, and everywhere whenever I get ideas or find something like this that I really want to do myself. So I'm Sykelone, also known as Brandon, and this is the vinyl tag, just the generalized one because I've seen a few people do it, and I'm interested to do it myself because I think I have the collection to be able to show. So maybe you'll learn something about my music taste, maybe you'll see some bands that you know of, some that you won't know, and some that I'll highly recommend throughout this. So without further ado, let's get into it. First one, how many records do you own? So I had to calculate this because I have a lot on pre-order and I also have a lot here, but then I also have some that I'm up for reselling or that I have for friends for Christmas or birthdays in the future. So currently in these 6 boxes, including my 7s and 10s and an 8 and a 6 and a 3 that I have 314 records. However, there's 17 on pre-order, meaning I own 331 records. I thought it was like 200 something, but it seems that number's just, no, it's a lot. I also own like 100 odd CDs. Question 2, what kind of record player do you have? It's Christmas Day, and I was going to get one early in the next year for 2022, but my parents just got me an Audio-Technica 80 LP60, and I am in love. It is the exact one I was going to get. They got me some Bluetooth speakers with it, which I haven't set up in here yet, but I will be doing tomorrow. Oh my god, it's perfect. I highly recommend it. It sounds incredible. Absolutely wonderful. Number 3, how old were you when you started collecting records? Well, like I said, I've only been collecting for about 16 months. I was 23 when I started collecting records, and I'm now 25. And I've managed to get 300 records. Jesus Christ, that's quick. Number 4, what is the oldest record you own? So I have 2 for this question that could be there. I don't know which one came out first, but they both came out in 1970. So fitting for the time, my first one would be the 1970 Albert Finney soundtrack of Scrooge. Love this soundtrack, love this film. We watch it every year when we put up the tree. It's just feel-good Christmas music for me. And then the second one is the song that reminds me of my dad all the time. It's one of our favorite songs. It's Mungo Jerry in the Summertime with Mighty Man and Dust Pneumonia Blues on the B-side. Love this. Such a great little ditty of a song, and it went number 1 so many places. Number 5, what is the first record you ever got? The first record I ever got was 21 Pilots' Blurry Face, one of my absolute favorite bands of all time, and I can't remember if I got this as a gift from my parents or they just bought me it one day or I asked for it and they got me it, but I was much younger than 25, much younger than 23. I had a few records before I ever collected, and this was the first one, the original black pressing, 21 Pilots Blurry Face. Number 6, what is the first record you got with your own money? So this is the first record that really got me kickstarted into all of this. It's 21 Pilots Disquire Day, or Disquire Day. I can't get it correct. I got this, it's my first record. It cost me about 40 quid on Depop, and it's got a few older ones and Doubt, and it is a numbered one of, I think it's 7500. I could be completely wrong, but this is number 2984. It's the first one I ever got. It's a 7-inch from 21 Pilots, and now I have a multitude of 21 Pilots in my collection. Number 7, what is your favorite colored vinyl? My favorite colored vinyl has to be the Spirit Box singles collection that they released just a couple of months ago on this magenta, yellow, black smush. Oh my god, it has Blessed Be on it. It's never been on vinyl before. But that color, oh my, it's so stellar, and I'm so glad I picked it up. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Number 8, what is a discount album you own? So I had to look through my Discogs a little bit and my spreadsheet of my records to kind of figure out what would be a discount record I own. It actually came to me a couple of months ago. I got this. This is Sigala's Brighter Days on a nice rainbow splatter vinyl. It's gorgeous, and it's not a bad album either. It's kind of a bit, I'll put the light on it properly, it is a bit bent and whatever, because whoever shipped this to me shipped it in a plastic bag for some reason. Don't ship records without proper protection. Ship it in cardboard. It's not hard. This cost me £10, and then after I sent it to Depop to say, look, this person shipped it wrong, sent me 6 quid back, so I ended up getting it for 4 quid, when this record usually goes for, I think, anywhere around 30 to 50, so I guess this is the one. Number 9, what is your prized possession? So with 200 records in my collection, it is a fairly hard task to pick one for this, so I've had to pick two out of the few that I have. One of my favourite bands of all time is Sonic Boom 6, and I managed to get this test pressing of the Rough Guide to Genre Terrorism. Such a fantastic album. Ska punk, reggae, rap, absolutely stunning. So it's either going to be this, or it's going to be one that I've got framed that you can see right now. It's Sonic Boom 6, The F-Bomb, but it's a white copy that is signed by the entire band. Now, there's only 200 of those records, and 50 of them, though the white pressings, are signed. And I managed to get one of these. My goodness, I can't go into words how much I love having that album framed. It's perfect. So either one of these would be my top end prized possession. Number 10, a record by a female artist. My pick for this is Tessa Violet's Bad Ideas Act 1. I do have the full album, but I like this little ditty 10-inch. Three of the strongest songs from that album. It's got Crush, Bad Ideas, and I Like the Idea of You. She's brilliant as Tessa. I used to watch her when she was Mika Kitty on YouTube years ago. This is like back when the OG YouTube was a thing. But her music career is pretty good, you know, it's a solid record. Can't really see it if I do that. Oh, kind of. There you go. Hold it up to the light, it becomes kind of smoky. It is just a stunning record. Number 11, a record by your favorite band. So I'm going to be like most people in the vinyl community here. It's so hard to pick my favorite band. It's like it depends on the day, it depends on the mood I'm in. But I picked three because I have three favorite bands who are all framed back here, which you can't see the other two. The first one is obviously 21 Pilots, Trench, my favorite album from them. Absolutely brilliant. Second one would be, as I said earlier, Sonic Boom 6. This is their Rude Awakening pressing, the limited edition of 500. Love this album. It's such a good compilation of all their songs. And then also my favorite metal band, Dead by April, Worlds Collide. I don't know how in the hell my parents got a hold of this. They got it for Christmas for me a few years ago. I love this record. One of my top 10. This is synth metal and it's freaking amazing. Number 12, an impulse buy. Oh my goodness, am I happy to have this gem in my collection. Real Big Fish, Candy Coated Fury. This isn't just the pressing, it's the candy apple red pressing, and I go absolutely mental by the fact that I found this within, I think, like 15 minutes of it being listed on Discogs. I snapped it up. I didn't even care about the price. I just went, yes, I need this, hello. This is, as is labeled up here, ska punk from a band that knows what it's doing. Number 13, a gift. I mean, it had to be, didn't it? As I said, I'm Sykelone, and for this year, for my 25th birthday, my three closest friends, Dan, Jess, and Reese, thank you again, you three, you're bonkers, got my own album that I released in 2019 pressed on a freaking vinyl. Hands down, the best gift I've ever received. I still can't believe it. When I got this record player today, this is the first thing I put on. I had to. I know it seems a little bit like, mate, it's a bit pretentious, you're putting on your own album. No, you have no idea what it's like to listen to your own music through a record, a vinyl. I cannot get over how wonderful this is. Number 14, my most played record. Obviously, I just got my record player today, but back when I had a Crosley, I played Sonic Boom 6, The Rough Guide to Genre Terrorism, an awful lot, which is this record right here. I have 4 different copies of it because I have all the different colors. This has my favorite Sonic Boom 6 song, Northern Skies. Another obvious listen if you want to listen to their stuff. I love this. I love it so much, and it's probably the one I'm going to be playing the most anyway, let's just be honest. Number 15, a rarity. Now this rarity is pretty freaking rare, mostly because of the fact that it's a one of one, and it's obviously the only one that exists and cost me a bloody bomb to get. But if you guys know of any anybody on YouTube in the past sort of 7 to 8 years, you'll probably, maybe, have heard of Brett Domino. Also goes by the name of Rob J. Madden, also now known as Applezaft. He released his album Guitar Your Heart a couple of years ago, but then released this last year. This is the hand illustrated and signed copy of a test pressing of this album. I didn't believe it until I looked on his Twitter and saw that it was actually him. When in a little bit of a bidding war, bid far too much. Luckily I got it for, I'm not even going to tell you the price because it is bonkers how much this cost me, but it is a one of one, so I guess that's a rarity if anything. Number 16, a rainy day record. This is my rainy day record. This is Pierce Fulton, Better Places, and Pierce lost his life in April, and I'm devastated. This guy is an idol to me. He's my producer idol. I love this man to bits. His music has inspired me in multiple ways, through life, through music creation, through production. Whenever I want to have a good cry or just think about the good times and have a cry that way, I switch this on because listening to it now, it's completely different now that he's gone. So rest in peace, Piers. You're just an inspiration, and thank you for creating the music that you have. Number 17, a feel-good album. Probably Probably one of my most played albums ever. Goldfinger Never Look Back. They came out in, well, it was actually a year ago now, December of 2020. Oh god, I can't tell you how wonderful this is. This is also one that I spanned today. Wallflower, California on My Mind, The Best Life, Good Guy. It's so much fun. It's so happy. I love ska punk. These guys know how to do it the best. Number 18, a nostalgic record. I'm gonna be nothing more nostalgic than this. This is on every road trip that my parents and I go on, every drive anywhere, as long as it's, it's got enough time for a Kaiser Chiefs song, it's gonna come on in some way, shape or form. Employment, another one of my top 10 albums of all time. All of this, it's nostalgia. Listen to this, go back to when I was a child, love it. Number 19, a record store day purchase. This would be my record store day purchase, Tuneyard's Who Kill. Spoiler alert, I do actually buy a lot of the records, or think about buying a lot of the records by looking at what the vinyl will look like, because I'm a big sucker for colored vinyl, and then just listening to the album off of that, or in this case also the artwork. This is a 10-year anniversary of this album. It's like an exclusive splatter of green and black and pink, obviously. I can't quite remember because I haven't even opened this yet. It's an album that's very art poppy, very different for stuff that I would listen to, but the whole album's pretty good actually. I'd recommend it. Not a bad album at all if you like a bit of what I would call ear candy art pop. And number 20, a recent purchase. So a couple of days ago, I actually went to HMV and purchased a couple of albums because they have a 2 for £40 sale on. I managed to find this and also picked up Florence and the Machine Lungs. This is 80s the songs. I love 80s music. My parents brought me up on this stuff, so they've got songs like Under Pressure from Queen, David Bowie obviously, Living on a Prayer, oh, yes please, Vienna from Ultravox, A Hard Take on Me, Dolly Parton 9 to 5, Adam and the Ants, Stand and Deliver. Just that track list. Pause and look at that track list. It's incredible. I had to buy it. It's got only a couple of skippable songs in my opinion, so I had to get it. I've been loving a bit of compilation work recently, and this is a top-notch compilation start-off job. And there you have it. That's my vinyl tag. I'll most likely be doing the vinyl tag 2022 when that becomes a thing. I'm not going to do the 2021. As you can tell, I'm into ska punk, metal, alternative, indie rock, and also 80s. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, whenever that will be.